Dobre nacho, everybody. I still got to learn how to say how everybody. I don't know how to say that one yet. Dobre nacho, dobre din, dobre nacho. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Here and here from Countryside Acres. It has been a beautiful day. We've had 2 days of sunshine in a row, and it's just been phenomenal. Absolutely love sunshine. A couple things I wanted to discuss. One, I want to apologize to the Russian people for not always being understandable. I know I speak very quickly and it's hard for people to understand. So I'm trying to speak slower, but I am used to speaking very, very fast. So I'm going to try to speak slower and get my point across. The other thing that I wanted to apologize for is not if the thoughts don't get conveyed properly. And when we started this channel, it was basically for a handful of people. Well, it was for my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, or my brother, sorry, and my mother-in-law. And we always put on everything that we saw and just laid it out. And these people know us. They know our thinking. They know who we are. They know when we say certain things, they understand it for what it actually is. And we just grew the channel that way. When we moved here to Russia, we had maybe a little over 10,000 subscribers. Okay. And although some videos did really, really well, I'd say on average, we maybe had 500 or 600 views on a video. And most of those people think like us and come from a similar background to us. You know, they're neighbors or friends, and not very often were we misunderstood. They just know what we're thinking. And so when we say things in the moment, they kind of take it for what it is. They get the odd person still. But here we have a massive language difference, and we're learning that. We've learned that from day one when we came here, and we knew that. We knew that. Okay, so it's not a surprise to us coming to this country that you guys speak Russian. Obviously, you speak Russian, and we came here not to be Canadians in Russia. We honestly we want to integrate and be Russians, and we still want that very much. But it became apparent today. We took this last video down that we put up. We thought we explained ourselves very clearly, and we thought that the message we were bringing over was very clear. But as I'm answering comments all day today, trying to answer comments, it became more and more clear that we're misunderstood and that the wrong messages come across, and it's not what we wanted at all. For one, we're not whiners. We don't complain, and we don't want to look that way. We're super grateful that we're here in this country, and we appreciate being here. We appreciate the Russian people, even more so now than before. I mean, the amount of comments that we've gotten, that just overwhelming. I mean, you see my wife crying in one of the videos, it's just overwhelming with love and support. It's just been amazing. And we don't want to paint that negatively. We don't want to say, hey, we're not grateful for everything you guys have done, because we are super duper grateful. There's still frustrations, and we know that. Coming to this country, we knew we were going to have challenges, and language being absolutely number one. That's going to be huge. We need to learn the language. It's going to be a massive difficulty for us until we learn the language in everything, especially in business. And that was my concern. Getting groceries, that's not a big deal. I can do that. Anyone can do that. But to articulate a business plan, to deal with banking, you need to know a better understanding of the language. And so that's where our frustrations lie. There's just things, and these are things that happen in Canada as well. And so in this situation, the same thing with the bank. It's no one's fault. These ladies at the bank were absolutely phenomenal. But I read through some of the comments, and it almost got the impression some people thought it was their fault. Well, it's not their fault. It's nothing to do with them. Because there was so many transactions, it flagged it. It just says, hey, something's different here. And that system is designed to say, hey, this one's flagged, and it puts it to the side. And if there's no explanation for this, if I can't explain where this money came from, then it freezes it momentarily. So that's frustrating to me, extremely frustrating. Right? So I understand that, and I don't think we explained that enough. It's no one's fault. It's a law, and I think it's probably a good law. I think I even said that in the video, but it still seemed like the message came wrong. So in the past, having a small channel, we would just voice that frustration. And the people that know us and love us, are closest to us, would understand that those are just frustrations. It doesn't dictate where we're going. And in the heat of the moment, we might say something, and we may continue to say something that doesn't accurately reflect us. And I hope not. We're gonna try to do a better job. So we're not upset with anybody here. I'm not upset with the bank. I think it's a great policy. If there's crime going on, somebody should be chasing after that. We are just people coming here to live. I want to farm here. I want to live here. And so does my family. This is our home. We want this to be our home. We're not planning on leaving. And yeah, we're going to stick it out here. I don't know if this is going to be any clearer. I'm really hoping it is, that we voiced our frustrations, and it was misunderstood. Unfortunately, a lot of the comments, it became clear. People were saying, "Oh, it's the bank's fault." It's not the bank's fault. It doesn't matter which bank I go to in this country, and probably even at home. It's going to be the same rules, same policy. Too many transactions is going to flag it until you can explain yourself. We were back in there again today at the bank. The ladies were just super friendly, super, like, they could do everything for us. But unfortunately, they are also bound by the system. They can't change that. And I said to them too, it's not their fault. Like, yesterday I think I left there kind of annoyed, and I actually apologized to them today if I was annoyed. It's not their fault, and I realize that. It's just, for us, it's frustrating. What other comments? There was a bunch of different comments. People were blaming the government. It had nothing to do with the government. Government does not. I mean, other than that, they wrote the law initially, but those are good laws. It's got nothing to do with them. They are not. Nobody seized our accounts because of whatever. It's just simply the system. It's just the way it is. One thing that also made us want to pull it down and make this video in hopes of explaining it better, we were alerted also about a news story. Anneesa put a little clip in that video of her venting her frustrations. And I feel like that news story that I read anyway took that little clip and made the whole story about that little clip. And it was like a minute-long segment where she was speaking. And I don't think it accurately reflects the entire video that we put up. And that's why, again, we took it down, because it's not reflecting who we are and what we feel. We have no desire to leave this country. Yes, in frustration, she said, I'm so frustrated, I feel like just going home. Why does she say that? Because at home, we can understand the language. It's English. And that's going to sound funny. We're not upset that you speak Russian. We have to learn the language, and we are going to learn the language, and we are learning the language. It's going to take time. But she's just frustrated with it all, because at home, it's just simpler for us, right? Any new immigrant to any country will face the same thing. People coming to Canada, I've never realized what you all have to go through. Now I get it. All right? It is frustrating when you don't know the language, and you know in your head what you want to say, but it can't come out the way you want to say it. You speak through this interpreting thing, and then you hope that it's conveying the message, but it doesn't, not accurately. As much as banks have been very frustrating in Canada for me at times, I know that I can sit in a desk across from someone and explain it, and they can understand exactly what I'm saying. And that's the frustrating part. So she was venting herself. She also said after that although she feels that way, she's not going to do that, because we're not quitters. That news story didn't pick that up. It didn't say, "Hey, she's this family's not planning on quitting. They're in it for the long haul." Right? It only picked up the negative parts of it. We can't be happier, so far at least, in this country and with the way we've been treated. I mean, they gave us free hockey game tickets the other day. It was awesome. We have no complaints, none. It's been going well. It's been great, and things take time. We have been here for 3.5 weeks, I think, 4 weeks now in this country, and I think it's our fault for not explaining it properly, not articulating our thoughts well enough. We have to be slower to speak slower. Me, I know I have to be. Speak slower, and try my best to not say things that could be misunderstood, so that you guys can understand what we're saying. I'd also appreciate any media sources out there. If you're watching this, I'd never realized that you were. I still count myself as just this small town nobody from nowhere in Ontario that just wants to farm. I moved here just to farm, to raise my kids in what I believe is a free country, and give them a better economic opportunity. That's why my wife and I moved here. That's why we came here with our kids. And we still look at ourselves that we're just small people. The thought that media would be watching our YouTube channel and then making stories out of it never even occurred to me, ever. But it's happening, apparently. And I got one sent to me today, and like, hey, this is what they said about you guys. And I don't think it accurately represented. In the future, I would appreciate maybe contacting Timor or someone else that knows us, and get in touch with us and maybe get the real facts of what we're talking about and not pick parts of the comments out. So that you get an accurate story and that you also represent us properly to people around us. We are not upset with anybody. We're just frustrated, probably primarily with ourselves for not knowing the language more, and just for the way it is. That's no one's fault. The amount of comments I've got, well, you should learn the language. We're working on it. We have tutors. We're learning. That does not happen overnight. You don't just wake up speaking a new language. I wish that would be great. If someone knows how to do that, I would gladly pay money to just know Russian tomorrow. That would be amazing for me, but it's not going to happen. So again, I'm sorry for not doing a better job explaining ourselves. From now on forward, we're going to try harder to make it clear. I am going to try to speak slower and do a better job of bringing our thoughts over. I mean, we're telling everyone to go to Yandex and translate them on Yandex browser, right? So the bank is not the problem. The ladies at the bank is not the problem. The government is not the problem. Locals are not the problem. Sanctions are not the problem. Our bank in Canada is not the problem. Can't remember what else I read. Whatever you suggested is no issues. It's the system. So I hope I made myself clear. Probably not. After this video, you're going to watch my baby girl, Madeline. She turned 1 this week. And so we've made a video of her eating her cake. Please enjoy that video. As always, we wish you guys the best. God bless you all. Thank you very much for your love and your support, your kind words. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do so down here, there, somewhere. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button or the thumbs down, whatever. It all helps the YouTube algorithms continue to let us grow. And if you're interested in this, I guess what we're doing, moving here, starting a new life, starting a new farm, raising our kids in an environment that is traditional and Christian and friendly and good, then please share and let other people know. I think a lot of people like us were in the West and not knowing that we had other options. And you do. You have this option. This country is a great option, and I would like you to consider it. Through our videos, you'll see it yourself. You'll see what it looks like. Right? We're going to show you the goods. We're going to show you the bads. And we're going to try to give you an accurate picture of what this country is like and that you can also live a life here. And you're not the only one. I'm also hoping to do some interviews of other people who have already moved. Some people from the Netherlands, some people from South Africa, people from Canada, people from the States. There's a lot of people here already that are living a good life, enjoying it, and have for many years. Not just recently, people that have been here for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. A lot of Russian people who have left. They went to other countries. They lived in Canada for a while. They lived in the States for a while. They saw what we saw, and they're like, no, I'm going back. And they've moved back to Russia again. There's a lot of those people. And I'm hoping to interview some of those to give you a better picture again of why this is a better option for you. All right? So if you like that comment or content, please consider sharing it with other people in your area. Help us to grow, help us to reach more people and give them more options and let them know that they're not alone and that they do have choices. They have excellent choices available to them. All right. Hopefully that's clear. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying my best. All right. God bless you guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Madeline. Happy birthday to you. Lord bless you today. Lord bless you today. Lord bless you and keep you. Lord bless you always. Yay! Nice. For the record, show everyone that candle. That candle has survived all 9 of our children. It's not, there it is, it's not very clear. There it goes. 9 children. Give her. This is the part where you're supposed to grab a piece. You getting some? What are you into? Mmm. Yum yum.
I'm supposed to take a picture too. Did you get any pictures?
Look at traps. Look at. Oh.
Mmm. So yummy.
Hey, it's not a bad idea. So I don't know what your traditions are back home, but over here, every kid, the first birthday, we let them maul the cake and enjoy it. So just for a little while, and then we cut it up and eat it ourselves. But they always get to have a piece first. So it's her first birthday. We're very thankful for that, and yeah, life is good.
Alright,
Say bye-bye, Maddie. Bye-bye. My cake. Hey, give me that back. Give me that back. Give me that cake.
Which piece should I take next?
Take it away again. Poor girl. Oh, thank you. I wasn't done with that yet.
Tastes yummy.
Oh, it's so yummy.
He's a sweet tooth, that's for sure.
Do you love Maddie? Do you love me?
Yeah.
You love Mama? Do you love everybody?
Yeah.
Nice. For the record, this is the only time we allow our children to do this. It's on their first birthday. You know you have a piece up there. Maddie. Hey. Hey.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city